My name's Abby Van Loon. I work as an on-call firefighter here at Holmes Chapel Fire Station, and I've been with the service since July, so 5 months. My sort of career has been within the prison service, and it was shift work. My little boy then started school, and I found that the shifts sort of weren't giving me the time to be able to support him with his homework. So I did like a search online for part-time jobs, and on-call firefighter came up. So I rang up, and they said the best thing to do would be to come into your local fire station and meet with the station manager. So I did that, and they explained, there were sort of requirements and how that would work. And yeah, that's what happened. I applied, and here I am now. So once I'd discussed with the manager that I could commit to the right sort of hours that would work for the station and that I was able to commit to, I then filled in an application form, sort of expressing, the covering letter expressing why I thought I would be sort of good for the job, why I wanted the job, the skills that I would bring to the role. I then passed that stage, and then we had online tests, so you get sent like a link to a verbal and a numerical sort of test online. You're given the link to it so you can do it in your own time, and they just sort of tell you how to prepare for that test. Once you pass that test, you then go through to a rural test, which is sort of like the physical side of the job. You go over with a few other people that are sort of going through the same process as you, and they explain. So it's sort of climbing a ladder to make sure you're obviously not scared of heights, and then you sort of take a leg lock and lean back. So it's quite high up the ladder as well. And then you have a dummy drag. So it's about just testing your sort of strength as well, that you would be able to sort of pass that and then be able to take part in the courses that you're required to take part in. And then you find out on the evening of that whether you've passed. And then the next stage is an interview, which was here at Holmes Chapel, with the station manager and the lady from HR. Found out that night that I'd passed that as well. And then you get through to the final stage, which is the medical. And then once you pass that, you sort of go through your DBS, and then you get your start date. So it's quite a long process, but obviously understandably, because they want to make sure that you can sort of fit all the requirements of the job. So once I was given my start date of the 1st of July, I then had 2 weeks induction at the fire station. So that was to complete sort of online training, just sort of like general housekeeping of the station, and then a few different aspects that sort of prepare you for your first course. So the first course is your Mod 1, which is to do with your ladders and your pumping, and that's a week course. They do that on a Monday to Friday or over 2 weekends. So you could sort of stipulate what would fit best with your sort of family, personal life. And then once you've passed that, you're given a book, and you're sort of required to put hours in to practice those skills that you've learned on that initial course. So there's a lot of training that goes on in the week, and then the fire station here at Holmes Chapel put extra drills on at a weekend. So it is very sort of flexible around your job and around your sort of personal commitments. They make sure that it works for everybody. My day job is on an evening as a beautician, so it works really well for me whilst my little boy's at school 9 till 3. I have my pager on, and I'm available to attend any shouts. So whilst he's in school, I'm free to go and to go to any shouts, and then I have my commitments on an evenings. The main advice would be to definitely go along to sort of any taster sessions that you can, because it's not just having the drive and desire to want to go and like sort of help your community and become a firefighter. It's making sure you're physically and mentally like fit and able enough to do it. Everybody that I've met is, it's very challenging. We've all said you don't sort of understand what is sort of expected of you, and I think kind of having a little bit of an insight into that would kind of make you make the best decision as to whether it is the job for you. So again, just attending those open days and speaking to people that do the job.